Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. So, I saw this video on Facebook where they made Greek pulled pork, and I knew I had to give it a try. So, we're going to give it a try. Now, this is the night before we're going to have the Greek pulled pork. So we have a little bit of work to do. We got to make the marinade. So let's get to doing it. All right, so into the Vitamix goes a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh oregano. Now, I am going to say some amounts. I'm pretty confident I'm right, but listen, if you're going to make this, don't do it off the video. Use the recipe down below. That's where you'll find all of the ingredients, their amounts, and the directions. Very important. All right, so into the blender, 1/4 cup chopped fresh oregano, 1 cup of chopped fresh parsley, 5 or 6 cloves worth of minced garlic, the zest of 1 lemon, a good healthy pinch of salt and pepper, the juice of an entire lemon, preferably the one that you zested, because you wouldn't want a naked lemon running around in your fridge. That's just silly.
Scandalous, repugnant.
All right, now the olive oil. I'm going to start with maybe about 1/4 cup. Then I'm going to de-rizzle.
For shizzle dizzle.
Oh yeah, I said it. De-rizzle
For shizzle dizzle.
some olive oil in here to get this to the consistency that I want it. All right, and I almost forgot. So, saw an ad from Spiceology. I got hooked. This is some of their Greek freak seasoning. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of this in there. Now what I have here is about a 4-pound pork butt. I'm going to score the fat cap. And then we're going to chuck this into a Ziploc bag. Now, this marinade, I want some of it to mix with the finished product, so I'm going to reserve about 1/3 of this. The rest of it's going in the bag with the pork. Get that all sealed up, squeeze out as much air as we can, and then work that all around into our pork. And then we're going to chuck it in the fridge. When I get up early tomorrow, I'm going to rub it again and make sure it's all worked down there. And then we'll move on to the next step with the pork. But we have one more thing to do tonight. That's next. Now I've got the marinade mess out of the way. Something that's going to go wonderful with this Greek pulled pork is tzatziki sauce. Some chopped cucumber, some diced up tomatoes, some delicious pita bread, and some pickled onions. So we need to get them pickling tonight. So what I'm going to do is thinly slice up a red onion. Then we're going to get us a big mason jar. In that mason jar goes 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of sugar, and 1½ teaspoons of salt. I'm going to get the lid on. We're going to shake the crap out of that until it looks like everything's dissolved. And then in goes our onion. This is going to set overnight and it's going to be amazing. So anytime you're cooking something Mediterranean or Middle Eastern or heck, even a lot of Mexican recipes, pickled onions are just amazing, amazing. Alrighty, onions are in. We'll give that a good shake, get everything coated. And it's okay that the liquid is not above the onion level, because another hour or so before I go to bed, I'm going to shake it again, get up in the morning, shake it again. Tomorrow evening before we serve this, shake it again. We'll be good to go. All right, that's it for the preps the night before. We'll see you tomorrow morning when it's time to get that pork butt on the smoker. Got a little bit more prep to do with it, but not much. We'll see you then. All right, so here we are on pulled pork day. The pork butt's been sitting overnight in that incredible marinade we made. My Yoder YS640S pellet grill is preheating to 275 degrees. Now, we're going to get some seasoning on this thing, and we're going to use that Greek freak seasoning we talked about yesterday from Spiceology. I'm not going to go crazy heavy. Using the clean hand, dirty hand method, and you definitely want to because you can see the marinade there. All right, now we just got to get this on the smoker, get a temperature probe in it. We're looking for around 203 degrees. And I'll let you know how long it takes. Like I said, it's about 6:30 in the morning here now, so we'll see you in this afternoon. All right, here we go. So we're right about 7 hours since I put this on. It has reached temperature. Now it's time to get it pulled. Now, it's about 3.5 hours before our dinner time. So I'm gonna get it pulled, get it in an aluminum pan, get it covered with foil, and then I'm gonna put it into a cooler with beach towels below it and above it, and just let it rest for about 3 hours or so until we're ready to shred it. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Got a very nice looking crust to it. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Well, you take a gander at that. That's a nice looking hunk of meat. Alrighty, so the pork's been resting for a few hours. Now let's get that shredded and get it finished up. All right, if you've done this right, you should be able to just shred this with your hands. Hey, we did it right. Smells amazing, but you can't take my word for it. That's why we have judges with high, impeccable character, and the director every once in a while. That rub really ended up making a good bark, and it's good and crispy, so spreading that around. All right, I'm happy with the shredding now. Now the last couple steps. The marinade that we reserved last night goes in and it gets mixed in. And about a tablespoon of that Greek Freak seasoning that we use on the outside of it. We'll get that all mixed up and then we'll get some judgment. Alrighty, it's ready. Let's get some judgment from the director. This will probably be the best Greek pulled pork you've ever had in your life.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, how'd we do?
It's a unique flavor.
Okay.
It's not a bad flavor. It's actually pretty good.
Okay, so how would you describe it different than normal pulled pork?
Well, this is more moist because it's got the stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the flavor just is the big difference. I don't know how to describe the flavor, but it's really good.
A lot of oregano?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to serve this with pitas and tzatziki sauce and onions and shredded lettuce. You can do it that way, or you can make a Greek torta with those same ingredients. It's totally up to you. But I'll tell you what, it's a good change of pace, so hey, give it a try. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. Until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.